Hello friends, as JSV channel welcomes all of you all to view this program. As mentioned in my previous statement, one of the subjects which we will talk is about housing societies matters. Housing society is a wonderful place to live in. There is a lot of difference between the word house and the word home. Home, when you say, it is the place where you attain mental peace. So there has to be harmony and there has to be mutual benefit for every member and our neighbors, where we are there as a family to live together. Under the guidance of Mr. Ramesh Prabhu and Mr. Uday Prabhu, I have started off on this channel to talk about the housing society matters and to see that how we all can live in peace and harmony and call our place a peace-loving society. There are a few things as to what we'll have to follow. First of all, we need to understand that everything, every organization or every home or any place you go has got certain rules and regulations which is in favor of us. The rules and regulations are laid down only to see that it is for our safety. So there is no harm in knowing the rules and the regulations and the laws which is laid down by the body. The Cooperative Society Act itself is being very minutely done with a long thing known as bylaws. Bylaws is an extract from the Cooperative Society Act, and bylaws gives you the insight to understand and live in a peace-loving society. There might be members of 100, there might be members of 50, there might be members of 200. Why not? There might be members of 14. Doesn't matter. But all of us can live in peace and harmony. But whereas of late, you go to any of the societies, there is disputes. There is discrimination. Basically, we need to understand that the people in the managing committee would normally be senior citizens, as youngsters don't have the time to give it for the society. Having said that, it is imperative that every young member also takes interest in the development of the society. And that is why the bylaws have been drafted. And it has been drafted where you have got the organization also, which is the Housing Federation. Then you have got the Registrar's Office. And then you have got the courts, of course. So I find no reason why we should not live in a happy and a conducive situation. Therefore, it is very difficult for any person to continuously read through the bylaws and master it. Therefore, we have decided and thought that it would be better that we speak on different subjects on different sessions. One major issue which I find in the housing societies is with regards to parking. There is a lot of fight with regards to parking. Parking is a place which is owned by the society. It is the open space owned by the society, and it cannot be owned by any member. It is wrong on our part to say that the parking is owned by me, because when you buy a flat, the builder registers the your flat. Likewise, the builder doesn't register your parking. It is imperative that he gives parking to the flat and not to the member. Therefore, the builders normally tend to try and tell the people that no parking, you'll have to take it and this costs so much. And people pay money for it, they get a receipt, yes, but it is not registered. So over a period of time, there are a lot of disputes among the members and there is infighting amongst the members. The managing committee would like to favor someone and probably discriminate someone. So therefore, this ultimately leads to various levels of argument and unpleasant atmosphere. So in order to avoid this, we all have to get together and see as to how there is an amicable solution to the said problem. Because the law says, the bylaw from 78 to 84 categorically talks about parking. And there are certain rules which have been framed there that it is the property of the society and not of any member. It is the society, the managing committee has to decide and has to give equal parking to each and every one in the society. Understood. There might be various societies where there is parking which is not available. Okay, there could be about 20 cars, whereas there are only 10 parking slots. So how do the others park? So these 10 slots are there are 20 cars, out of which 10 are given by a draw, and they are given for a period of a year or 3 months or 6 months and so on. Then the other 10 go out, and the 10 which were deprived in the first time due to their bad luck come back into it. And by this way, the solution to parking can be resolved. Rather, there are members who say, no, I have purchased the parking, and which is absolutely incorrect. Because with parking, you will not have the flat with parking. As I mentioned again, parking is for the flat and not for the member, not for a person. So considering this fact, I would give you an elaborate session on each and every subject like this, like parking. I've just given you a brief of what I would do in each and every session. There are many factors. There are again duties and responsibilities of the secretary. There are duties and responsibilities of the chairman. There are duties and responsibilities of them conducting the AGM, the special general body meeting. There are various factors. And all in all, we'll have to function and see that we work on an amicable manner and not get into the level of infighting amongst us, because that is ultimately going to leave a bad breath. And that is why the bylaws have been created. So therefore, my request to all of you all is to have a copy of the bylaws, and along with this session, try to understand the modalities of living in a society and making the place a peace-loving one. With this, I end this first session of mine. I would continue the sessions continuously for over a period of time. Thanks for watching. Enjoy yourself.